Hi everyone, welcome to Ethernal Realms. So in this video we're going to be finding out about some guidances and blessings coming your way from the sun. Now the sun connects with your sun sign, of course. That's where the sun is in your birth chart, in what zodiac it is, and that's your sun sign, right? So that determines your core identity, how you express yourself. But the sun itself also represents, identity, in itself. That is the spirit, that is the very innermost core part of ourselves. It represents will, it represents the true essence. Esoterically speaking, it connects our spirit with the source, because the sun is the source of light and life force in our solar system, right? So if you look at it that way, it is connecting us with source energy. Right. The sun also represents confidence, self-esteem, power, growth, success, and all those beautiful, abundant, resplendent qualities. Right. So we will find out more on that for your specific pile. Just keep in mind that it is still a general reading. If you want a personal reading, you can contact me via my Etsy shop. Anyway, so this is pile 1 over here, pile 2, 3, and 4. Whenever you're ready, make sure to choose with your intuition. The ribbon above is going to guide you more on that if you're unsure how exactly to make the correct choice. Right, so we're going to get started with pile 1. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. Let's find out some messages from the sun. Now, the sun represents our vitality, our core identity, our willpower, the true essence that we hold. There are many levels. Obviously, we have the lower level manifestations of the sun energy, and we also have the more spiritual sense. But we'll see. I think we're gonna see both in this reading, but we'll get started. We'll keep the feather over here for a moment. Let's see what this reading at its core is all about. So we have the sacral chakra here, and it is underactive. So this is the place where you feel your emotions are here. And when it is underactive, you feel depressed, a little bit withdrawn. You have a rigid body. You don't feel like, you don't have any sexual energies going on. You feel a little bit, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. Right? So there's an overall lack of passion. It can show up sexually as well, but also in your creative work too, because the sacral rules creativity as well. This is where we start flowing. This is where we explore, and we want to express. All of that happens here. That's expression center. So take a look at these qualities here: depression, withdrawn, rigid body, shy, sexual fear, and lack of passion. If you experience any of these, then this is an indication that you need to balance out the sacral. You can do that a number of ways. I'll make a video on it. I'm currently working on, I think I would have posted the root chakra one already. So yeah, before you work on any of the higher chakras, make sure that you work on your root first. Even if it is balanced, just check it out, reestablish it, and then move forward. Okay, that's just a tip there. If you're interested, you can watch the root chakra video as well. It can give you quite a few guidance. But in either case, this is about mainly your feeling center. Okay, your first feelings of abundance as well start here. Dance and movement help in balancing the sacral, connecting with water, going to the beach, taking a long bath, shower, and being conscious during the bath. All of that kind of helps with developing the sacral in a balanced way. Also look at your divine feminine, that is your feelings of abundance, feelings of flow and trust and harmony, all of those things, okay? See if there are any damages in that region. It might go towards the maternal figure in your family while you were growing up as the root cause of the problem. It's not necessary that it'll go there, but most often it does. So anyway, take a look at that if you're interested. Okay, so thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. The sun also represents the perceptions of the mind. We also have, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. Yes, so with plenty of love, light, harmony, beauty, all of that thing, highest good, seeing from a different vision, bigger perception, broader horizon, more awakened type of being, where the fear kind of doesn't hold you back, but rather it's more of a hurdle or a speed bump that you just encounter, you pass by, and that's it, right? So when you zoom out a little bit, fears don't really have that much of a grip as we give it, to be. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, it is not that big a deal when you look at it from a different perspective. I know it can seem like, oh, how dare you say that? My fears are very real. They are real, okay? They are real. But once again, it's about perspective. This world is all about perspective, right? It depends which way are you looking. It depends what your mindset is, and that greatly changes your experience. Right? It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but it is a shift of perspective. Right? So focusing on your inner light, focusing on what makes you you, right? Looking at how are you, in what way are you a center? Okay, so people struggling with a little bit of lower self-esteem will resonate more with that you need to focus on what makes you special. Right? Meanwhile, in other cases, you might be like, hey, so you gotta balance it. It's not that I'm the central sun. I do have my, abundance and qualities, and etc., etc. But that does not mean that others are bad, or that I need to judge them, or anything of that sort. Because a lower developed sun also represents the harmful ego, like the egotistical side. Meanwhile, on the healthy side, it gives you a good sense of individuality. So it's the same coin, right? It's just two sides, a little bit too here or there, and then it's damaging to the person. Right, so take a look at that. But in either case, the point is that the sun is trying to elevate you, illuminate your fears, illuminate the ways that you can deal with those fears, shifting your perception, making you see different sides of the same story so that you can rise above the limitations, right? Okay, then we'll take a look at these feather messages. We have the goose first. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. Yeah, so if these fears are kind of holding you back from expressing yourself, right? Be it in a work situation, in a creative project, or just in general about your feelings. And you want to express yourself. You want to, talk to people, share your life, all of that. The goose is urging you to find a way where you can do that. And if fear is holding you back, it's just saying, listen, just start today, take action. And sometimes it does help, right? Just start. We'll see where it goes. We'll see how it goes. Just begin, right? Sometimes it's just the starting portion that pulls us back so many times. So it's urging you to just take a chance. Then we have Pelican. Choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. Yeah, this is about forgiveness towards other people, towards situations, towards yourself even, and raise your vibration. And once again, it is about seeing things from a bigger perspective. Many times we tend to blame other people and other situations, even ourselves, because we don't really appreciate all of the context, right? So for example, given that situation, given that mindset, given that type of person that we were at that particular time, that was the only way we would have reacted. That's the only way we would have responded to that situation. But now as we evolve, we think, oh, that was stupid. We should not have done that. Oh, that was too stupid. But you're not, again, you're seeing that you're comparing the older version of you to the newer, more experienced version. And that's not fair. That's not fair, right? When you're a baby, you can't just be like, hey, that's stupid, because it's not behaving mature and it can't lift its head even, right? You can't say that. It's a baby. So it is granted that they will behave that way, right? Same goes for other people. You don't know their experiences. You don't know how each experience affects another person really, right? So forgive certain situations. It's, again, none of the things that I'm saying are easy, but these are some things that just need to be done in order to keep rising and elevating. And it's not just for the sake of elevation, but rather for the peace of mind, for you to be able to express yourself. Because many times we make the mistake of thinking that it's someone else's fault, but the fact that it is affecting us even now says something about that aspect being within us as well, right? That's something we miss out, and it's very common to miss out. So that's the point of this reading, right? So you start noticing as well. Not everything will resonate with everyone. This is a general reading, so keep that in mind. But moving on, we have Chickadee. The time is right to release old patterns and energies. You are ready to embrace change. Yeah, I think that follows through from the pelican and the goose as well. So release. Work with the moon if you want. Full moons are for releasing. New moons are for bringing in new things into our lives. Right, so release old patterns, any type of clinginess, I mean, to situations, to anger, to frustration, all of those things as well, right? The point is, we need to move forward. And we need to see first what is pulling us back from moving forward. And we need to address those things. Some things need to be cut off. They don't have a place in our lives anymore. Meanwhile, other things need to be adjusted. Right, so that it fits into the new paradigm. Okay, and we have Kona. So that is knowledge, wisdom, insight, creativity, and inspiration. Beautiful. So the sun is bringing you all of these wonderful things, giving you so much illumination to your mind, bringing you plenty of inspiration to work towards your creative projects. A lot of new ideas can be coming through. The astrology as well at this time is like that. It is going to stay this way for a while. I think till the end of April or something, not sure. But yeah, the sun also gives you wisdom as well. Clarity, basically. Yep. Alright, let's see some more. We have Saturn. So that's law, structure, responsibilities, and ambition. We have the 5th house, which is, well, it is the house of Leo, and Sun rules Leo. Right, so that's nice. 5th house is about fun and games, entertainment, hobbies, romance, creative expression. Yeah. And we have the 1st house. So I feel like express your creativity in a way that feels structural to you. It's kind of like take responsibility for your expression, because that's important. Because while we express ourselves, we learn a lot. That's there too. So if we just have to get through that first hurdle of I don't know what will happen, what's the point if I do this, and if that happens, what if I fail, what if it doesn't work, etc., etc. But you haven't even started yet. We don't know the future, okay? Nobody knows. However many cards I can make, however many tarot I can include, even if I include numerology, astrology, this, that, whatever, okay? We still don't understand the weather. I mean, come on, right? It's just an extrapolation of what is happening at the moment, right? So first you need to begin, because at the moment, if you ask, oh, how will this go? But you haven't even started yet, the cards will just be like, how can you get started? They will be more focused on how can you start. Then they will be like, oh, if you start, then yeah, it can go well. But again, it does not take into account how will you go about it. So the Saturn being here gives you that bit of a path. It kind of removes that overwhelming factor of, oh, I can dance, I can speak, I can draw, I can paint, I can do this, to, express myself, I can write, I can whatever, right? But Saturn will be like, okay, yes, we do have a million options, but how about we narrow down on one? Let's begin with one, see how that goes, maybe try it out nicely, see if we have fun, see if it is resonating with us, and then we'll move on to the next thing. So it is taking a bit of a structure so that the whole thing is not overwhelming. Right? And I really love that, because Sun is like, oh, you want abundance, there you go, everything. right? And we're not exactly, it's easy to ask, but when we actually get it, it comes with a lot of responsibilities as well. And Saturn first makes sure that, can you handle it? I can give you the abundance, Sun can bring you the abundance, but can you handle it? Can you deal with the inspiration that comes to you? Right? And if you feel doubtful, that's okay, because Saturn teaches you to be responsible. Right? Saturn's not like, oh, you can't do it, okay, sit down. You don't have to bother. No, Saturn is like, oh, if you can't do it, let's get through it. Right? Let's get through what's holding you back. Let's dig, let's go. Let's, make it happen. Okay? So I really love the pairing of the Sun with the Saturn. Because for sure inspiration is coming, but Saturn also kind of does those, I don't know. For me, Saturn always, like, for not just for me, just in general, Saturn puts you in tight spaces a little bit, so it's like, I don't want to do this, I'm afraid, don't you understand? And Saturn's like, you have to get over the fears, okay? You have to be responsible for yourself. Yeah, what a dad. Anyway, okay, we have the World. Then we have the Two of Wands. Okay, some of you might be thinking of ending a specific career path and moving towards some new chapter. It doesn't have to be restricted to career, it can be also travel, but we'll see the rest of the cards. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles and we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, so definitely something's holding you back, but yeah, one other thing, Saturn shows you the really hard truths, that is the reality. Saturn is not going to sugarcoat things. He knows that there's no point of any of that, because if you don't know, you can't do anything about things. So the illusions that hold you back, these are the mind's constructs. That's what I was feeling, like you're holding yourself back. That's this card. Okay, because you can see that she's not actually tied up. She doesn't have a blindfold. No one is trapping her. She's sitting in front of a mirror by her own choice. But in the mirror, when she sees herself, she sees herself as bound and stuck and unable to free herself. Right? I'm not able to see clearly. I'm not able to think clearly. I'm not even able to move clearly. I feel so suffocated. That's the type of feeling. But no one is forcing it on her. Right? And this is a really big challenge, right? Many times we just struggle with our own constraints, and the Sun illuminates those fears and constraints so that we can break out of them. The breaking out of them and facing the truth is what Saturn is. Okay? Now, all right, so that's one thing there. Four of Pentacles is also about, like, be grateful for the resources you have. Look back and see, kind of give thanks. Okay, give thanks to whatever experiences there were, good, bad, ugly, just whatever. Okay, just everything made you the way you are now, and this today right now is also going to make you a certain way. But it's your choosing right now. How do you want to shape yourself for the future? Right? So the Four of Pentacles gives thanks, okay, appreciates the experiences and the lessons, appreciates the people as well, but she also knows it's time to leave the place. It's time to leave. It's okay. It was not all beautiful. That's why she's leaving. But because of that, she's now going towards something more resonant for her. Right? She takes her savings, she takes what she needs. Once again, the lessons, experiences, money, certain belongings, all of that. And she's protective of those things, obviously. So it's kind of like, keep your resources close to you. That's also one message. But at the same time, don't cling, because yeah, the more you try to chase something, the more it kind of slips away from you. That's also there. So you don't need to cling, but of course, be mindful of your income and expenses. Be mindful of who is taking advantage of you and who is not. Be mindful of who is needed in your field and who is not. All of those things, right? Being mindful of, okay, I've done enough. I've gone through this chapter, I've learned so and so things, and now it is time for me to take those things and move on into something different. It's time to make my own, basically. Okay, so there is a little bit of looking back and like, yeah. But this is more of a fact, right? Yesterday is what has made me today. And today will be what makes my future. It's a statement in this card. There is no nostalgia, there is no anything as such. It's not emotional. It is more of, it is what it is. Alright, so take this type of, for some people, this perspective is what might help with getting out of the Eight of Swords, but in either case, it is urging you to listen, follow your dreams, take your resources, take whatever you need with you, keep your cards a little bit close to your chest. You don't need to share your plans with every single person. Maybe a very few trustworthy ones, and if you don't know who is trustworthy and who's not, then you know what, just keep it to yourself for the time being. That's okay. Right? Because the whole world is kind of opening up. It's like the end of a cycle is approaching, and the sun is kind of bringing that to a close, right? So that you can bring a new chapter, you can elevate your understanding and learning, you can explore something else. You might be moving away to a different country, or you want to move away, right? That would need that you take your belongings, you see what's necessary to carry with you, what is not, all of that, and then you move on. Right, you might be in a place of deciding where would you want to go in the world, if you can or not, right, because of the current world situation. Of course, it's timeless, but yeah, if you're watching it now. So these are certain things. For other people who are not looking to study or settle abroad, then this is more about some other option that you have. So you are in a current work field, but it is not really inspiring you or bringing you that joy that you are looking for. You might be feeling more numb and suffocated because of that job as well. But once again, you do have the choice to leave, right? Not saying drop and go, but of course consider different options, see what other options can work out for you, because the Two of Wands is not leaving the first wand here, but while it's there, while it's resting, yeah, that's happening, but what else is out there? What more can I explore? What does the future look like for me? Do I want to be doing this same thing every day? Is this what is true to me? Right? World is also about abundance and success and just overall joy and exuberance of being able to complete that whole cycle. It talks about graduation as well. Some of you might be graduating and then considering going somewhere else for your higher education, all of that, and you might be a little bit apprehensive about the experiences you might have in the new place, but the sun is like, hey, no, you need that adventure, you need to go, go, go. Okay, your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today, as soon as possible, right? Releasing old patterns, follow the path of forgiveness, yeah, all of that. So forgive the things that hold you down as well, because that it's a very weird dynamic. Things hold us down so that we are not held down by them. It seems so counterintuitive, but yeah, it just always seems to work like that. Every time something holds you back, it's only asking for your attention to take a look at why. Why does it hold you back? It doesn't need to. And that one thing itself takes it takes a while. But it also gets solved, so it's worth it. Facing all of that is completely worth it. And it's only difficult in the very beginning. If you're already in this process in discovering yourself, trying to figure out why, what, and all of that, then it does not take as long as one might expect. It's the first time is always the hardest, because we're learning it for the first time, obviously, right? But anyway, not getting any more, but personality, your personality is going to cycle up. Elevating that. Okay, we'll see what blessing. We only got one card, and I was very surprised. I kept shuffling for quite a while, but it was like there was a voice which was like, nah, that's enough. That summarizes everything. So yes, your blessing is the Ace of Swords, of course it is. So this is many things. Ace of Swords is the beginning of clarity. It's the first light, that intuition. What am I saying? Inspiration, clarity, spiritual epiphanies, right? Epiphanies about yourself. Suddenly you'll be like, oh, so this is why I have so many, let's say 8 types of constraints. But ultimately, it's just the one little thing, one little shift solves all these 8 problems. Oh my God, how did I not see this before? That's that Ace of Swords, that seeing with blinding clarity. But it does require that, you kind of keep going. The light is within you already. You already know it. It's just a matter of getting to it, right? Ooh, nice. So the sun is bringing you that. Also speaks of intelligence, great mental capacity, amazing logical understanding of things, awesome communication as well. It's not just about talking aimlessly, but rather with a point. And those people, right? Like when they say something, the argument is just over. Like the discussion is done, debate is over, and that's it. They have the last word because they make so much sense, right? That's the Ace of Swords. It's the beginning of that, basically. You're starting towards that. You're learning from experience, and that gives you that sense of clarity. And as you gain more and more, you move towards the King of Swords, right? Ooh, that's a lot of, awesome. Because the sun brings you opportunities, it brings you blessings, abundance, success, great perceptions, it gives you clarity, all those awesome things. It's the life force, right? You can't really oversell it. Also, in a more spiritual context, it talks about the spirit, the soul, and the cycle of reincarnation as well. The essence that drives that constant move towards ultimate truth and ultimate clarity. That is our spirit and the whole, the fundamentals of how the universe works, which we don't actually consciously understand, but nevertheless, the spirit does, right? The sun also represents that. So it's like the spirit wants to be free of these shackles, and it wants this clarity. It wants to cycle up. Seeing as the world is the major arcana here, that is the main focus for your spirit, that it wants to end a certain chapter in order to begin another one, so that it can keep climbing up the staircase or spiral, yes, up the spiral of evolution. Yes. As you keep going deeper, you will keep growing outward. That's also something. If you check out, I think fractals. Yeah. Fractals? Yeah, fractals. Yeah, that's... I don't know why I put... Just check it out, okay? Read about it if you don't know it yet. Something might be there for you in that. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Pile 1. Thank you so much for being here. I hope these messages helped you out and they resonated. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Check out my other videos as well if you're interested. But I will see you again next time. Take care. Bye. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. We have these feather messages for you, but we'll put these aside for just 1 second. We'll first see what is the central theme that the sun is trying to convey. Remember, this is about the spirit, this is about your identity, power, strength, vitality, life force, all of that, okay? It talks about energy too. So the central theme for this whole reading for your messages is the throat chakra, and it is balanced. So I speak my truth. Good communicator, decisive, speaking without fear, speaker of personal truth. So that is the whole theme about expressing your philosophy, your personal philosophy, identifying and communicating it without any holds barred. Does not matter who thinks what. There is no factor of other people's opinions and trying to contain yourself because of other people's opinions. None of that. If it's the truth, it is the truth. Okay, you can't really argue about that, right? It's not something to be argued with. Okay, I choose love no matter what, because the throat chakra comes right after the heart, and it kind of, it expresses that you have a healthy sense of love for yourself as well as others. If you struggle with this, very soon, very, very soon, this is just going to be fixed. You're going to be having a healthy amount of love and acceptance, empathy, compassion, all of that for yourself as well as other people. So when you're a good communicator, when I say that you don't care about other people's opinions, that doesn't mean that you're gonna say everything you want and hurt others. No. Because it is balanced, you're not hurting anyone. But that doesn't stop you from expressing yourself either, right? You have that healthy type of space, that boundary, that setting where you are able to live your life by the personal values that, yeah, the philosophies that you hold very dear, right? For example, don't hurt anyone. You should not hurt anyone. We don't have the right to, affect someone else's emotions and feelings intentionally to such an extent that we are affected by its karma. And it's all a vortex, right? Just don't hurt. That's simple, right? Live and let live. These are some sort of philosophies. This will be very, very true for certain people. Meanwhile, for others, it'll be like, yeah, it's just a cliche quote, right? So what is yours? What is your thing? Yeah, wow, that's nice. Okay. The more energy and faith and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. So yeah, unshackling yourself. Freeing yourself. Being fearless, not being worried about that, speaking without fear, expressing yourself as you are. And that gives so much freedom, like honestly. Oh, it's like when you're sitting tensed, you don't really understand that you're tensed. But when someone says, hey, relax your jaws, it's like, oh, all right, I didn't even realize that I was clenching it. That's the type of feeling when your throat chakra gets open and you start expressing. It's like, oh my God, I just got that off my chest. Oh, thank goodness I said something. And I'm surprised I did not say that, hurting anyone. No, I just expressed myself and I respected their opinions, and now I have my space and they have theirs, and we can be nice and harmonious. Well, that worked. So that's the type of vibe. Alright, let's see the feather messages now. We have Loon. Pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. This is more personal, obviously. You will receive your guidance. If you don't remember your dreams, keep a dream journal, or like before sleeping, just really tell yourself, hey, listen, remember the dream, okay? Tomorrow morning I'm going to ask you the dream. Keep it in mind, keep it in memory, and the moment you wake up, I don't know, save it as a message, or type it somewhere, write it somewhere, whatever you feel like, record an audio, whatever, right? So that kind of helps in remembering all the dreams. For example, I remember there was this one, I connected with my ancestors, and I was doing that reading. I really missed my grandfather, and I was talking to him, and I was like, oh, I need a sign, give me something, tell me something, right? But apart from the tarot cards, I was like, yeah, but I want to speak to you also, So in my dream, then I saw 444 among the gibberish. Okay, that was too much. Like I'm watching Once Upon a Time, so I'm seeing like a lot of dragons and whatnot. Okay, that's a bit much. Then I'm like, I don't need to remember that. But then in all that, clutter, I also see 444, and that stays in the memory. Because I've told my head that, hey, listen to guidance, okay? Exclude all the other stuff, just remember the guidance, and it works. It works, so perhaps it might help you as well. Anyway, we have Oriel, which is a new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change. So the sun is bringing you new opportunities, new ways of expressing yourself, which will make you feel even freer than you currently feel. And if you don't feel free at all, then this is going to unshackle you. Okay? Keep faith. In whatever comes, keep faith. See it as a positive change. It's telling you beforehand, hey, listen, something's coming, and be happy about it, because it's for your best. Alright? Then we have hummingbird. Release what you've been carrying and lighten up. New joy is on the way. So yeah, that's more of the same. If you're holding on to certain things, then release that. I feel like these two are for separate sets of people, while this is for everyone. Okay, so take what resonates. All right, we have your rune cards now. Gabo, so gift, love, marriage, partnership. So some romance coming your way. Creative houses also relate with love and romance. So love might be a literal love for you if you're trying to find someone. And also for people, relationship, and it has been a considerable amount of time. You are like, where you are. Right, marriage is in the cards, but also Gabriel talks about abundance and blessings and joy, prosperity, all of those things. Kind of surprising. You don't really expect it to go so amazing, but it does. It's like that, right? So new joy is on the way, new creative venture coming in. You don't know what exactly it is, but that's part of the surprise. That's part of the fun, right? It's just, all you need to know is it's good. Okay, we have Urus. So how is desire, unconscious and inner feeling? Something you have been wanting since quite a while, something very deep down. Sometimes, we tend to be like, yeah, I truly want this, but, like, of course that's not going to happen, so leave it. But when we say, of course it's not going to happen, we're still hoping that it might, right? Like, please happen, but I'm not going to put my hopes in it, but please happen. It's like that. So it remains as an inner feeling. You don't really act on it because you can't, because of whatever constraints, right? But here in this case, I feel like that's what is coming true. Okay, at least one of those things. Something that is a deep desire that you've kind of pushed away. It's like, yeah, I don't know about that. Leave it. Because when you do that, it kind of acts like manifesting and releasing, right? We don't do that intentionally, but it just works like that. Anyway, yeah, your unconscious, for some people, some unconscious fears can come into light, but it's not going to be hurtful or corrosive. It won't catch you kind of really off guard, but it will be more illuminating to your current situation. So it'll be like, huh, what? And you'll notice this. It can come through your dreams, by the way. That's why, yeah, unconscious generally tries to express itself through symbolism through our dreams. Right, so look at the symbolism, look at the weather, look at the colors, look at the animals or nature, all of those things. How do you feel? What are the elements? Sometimes when I was very into like meditation and trying to uncover my spiritual journey, what is holding me back? What am I doing here? Those type of questions. Then I used to see a lot of water. Sometimes I was deep underwater, sometimes I was swimming, sometimes it was super clear, and other times I was looking at it from above. So it really matters what perspective, what is the element. A lot of water, right? So things like that, just focus on, note these things down. Yeah, I'm thinking of making a dream journal type of thing, but I don't know how I would go about it. I just got the idea. I've been toying with that, but I don't exactly know what the structure would be. If you have any suggestions, do let me know in the comments. I want to make it for you guys, so you tell me, right? Anyway, yes, you will have a lot of fulfillment coming through. Oh God, you have Saturn as well. Law, structural responsibilities, and ambition. Okay. Now, everyone gives grief about Saturn. I don't see Saturn in a negative light. I disagree when people say it's malefic. I know it is in a certain perspective, but that's not the whole thing, right? It's not the whole truth. So there's no point in taking half-baked ideas and just passing them along as, hey, this planet is bad, It does make you... It makes you steady. It makes you diligent. It makes you face things, okay? It will not just give you a lollipop and be like, here, be happy child. No, it is going to be, can you earn that lollipop? Sure, sweets are great, but can you earn it? Can you handle it? Is it good for your health? All of those things. So it's just making you more responsible, and Saturn also is behind all of those people that get to the top and stay at the top, the ones who are truly, I don't mean the millionaires, billionaires, not that. No, it's not restricted by finances, but rather the top of their fields who have made themselves, the self-made people. That is Saturn. Okay, you work, you slog, and you have sleepless nights sometimes. Okay, but the thing that you want to create is so much more than missing a meal sometimes, right? That's Saturn. So I will never paint this planet in a bad light. All right. Anyway, we have the 12th house as well. Yeah, 12th house is about, again, spiritual strength, spiritual awakening, certain losses as well, but it's generally the loss of boundaries. Certain structures need to fall in order for new structures to build, right? So, for example, if this new love enters your life, there will be a loss of the freedom that you initially had, but it is a new type, it's a reinvention in this case, in this reading especially. Right? Also rules the subconscious, unconscious mind. Dreams, dream time is ruled by this here. When Saturn comes in, it's your ancestors might be wanting to speak to you. That's why it is asking you to pay attention. And the sun is in Pisces while I am making this video. I'll post the video quite later, but in either case, that still has an influence, right? So sun in Pisces is illuminating the other world, right? It's illuminating the spiritual love, spiritual waters, allowing that other side to communicate more freely. Saturn rules our ancestral line, and Pisces is in the 12th house, so you see the connection now, right? And we also have descendants, so shadow, denial, projections, and opposites attract. So this person that you might attract is not the same as you, but I feel like they balance you out, okay? That's something. You might not even be consciously looking for someone with those qualities, but in the back of your mind, it's something like, yeah, so-and-so type of person would be right for me. You know, Saturn is about what is correct for you. Yeah. All right, let's move on. You have a lot of cards, so I'm speeding through a little bit, but yeah, whatever messages I'll get, I'll give it to you anyway. Okay, we have the Hangman. Oops. We have the Four of Cups. Okay. We have Justice. Saturn also rules karma. The Emperor. There you go. I'll keep this here. And Ace of Cups. Beautiful. So new love. New love. New love. And this is a very pure type of love. Ace of Cups is untainted. It is not superficial. It is very transcendent. It is also giving you a lot of love and blessings from the other side, from your ancestors, or whoever that you pray or believe or connect with, okay? The sun is bringing you new perspectives, new light, once again, this awakening type of thing, looking at it from a different point of view, holding back a little bit instead of rushing into everything or always being on the go is going to help you see things from a refreshed point of view and not make you feel so meh. You know, Four of Cups is very like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, nothing is bad, but it's not exciting either. Right? It doesn't mean that you don't have blessings or that nothing is happening, but it's just, you know, you know what I'm saying. Right, so that's Four of Cups, but it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes we go through that phase. It's just saying that it's fine. There's more things coming. There are a lot of things happening at the moment, and none of it is tangible yet. That's why you feel this. But just keep in mind, it's coming. It's happening. And I feel like your dreams are going to give you more specific reassurances about what I'm saying here. Because like I said, it's more personal. Right, so what else? Yeah, so if you put in the work towards something, or you've put out the intention, you will get the results of it because of this. People who have wronged you or situations that were not resonant for you, and if a specific person, situation, place is making you feel this meh feeling, things are just going to be balanced out now. You will receive the blessings, receive the good times as well. Justice as a card, it is pretty neutral. It's not amazing, or it's just cause and effect, right? So you know what you've done, you know the intentions, you know all of that, and just watch what comes, okay? And keep in mind that whatever comes, okay, even if you feel like, oh crap, I've been thinking negative, so what, bad things are gonna happen? No. You'll just see that, hey, listen, effects of, negative thinking can create a negative mindset. So even if you have blessings, you might not appreciate them for the whole abundance that it represents, but you will also catch yourself. It's not a massive problem, no. You'll realize it and you will switch your perspective, okay? Yes, because ultimately you are moving towards your personal power. You are stepping into your own authority, being your own responsible authoritarian. The emperor sets up structure. It's the hierarchy. It is, I am the boss, I'm the leader, I'm the CEO, right? I rule my world. So that again connects with the I speak my truth. So everything that is happening is kind of leading you there. And you have a lot of love and appreciation, compassion, all of those wonderful things backing you up, right? Even romantically speaking, if you have had a fair share of very difficult relationships while you have been nothing but wonderful, and you just attract quite a few stinkers, then this here is telling you that, yeah, time up on that. You would run out of patience in investing your energy and time on the wrong people. You don't want to bother fixing others. Like, come on, come on, fix yourself. You're your own person. I'm my own person, so I'm gonna be the way I am. I will express myself the way I see fit. I'm going to keep a balanced heart chakra and express myself from that place of lovingness, and the right person will come around whenever the time comes, right? So the hangman is kind of, I'm just gonna hang back, let it happen, let it come, whatever. And while you're in that state, there can be phases of nothing's happening, right? But it's happening, it's coming, okay? Once again, this could be someone that you're not even expecting, you don't expect that you would like them, but somehow you do. They're just correct. It feels correct. Okay. Okay, a lot of major arcana as well. So these are some big themes. It's a big chapter. Some long-lasting effects. Your spirit is as well guiding you. Your guides are guiding you. The guides are guiding you. Yeah. Okay, and you can see how many cards you have for your blessings. This is what is the sun bringing into your life. That's a lot of stuff. Oh, goodness. Knight of Cups, yes, for sure. Okay, some love interest coming through. But Knight of Cups is also about a very creative expression. Who wears the heart on the sleeve, is not afraid to express themselves, very bold, charismatic, confident, all of those things. That can be, getting imbued in your personality. So while the Emperor can be a little bit, hey, be strong, and, you establish yourself, divine masculine, all of that, the Knight of Cups is like, yeah, but I can also do that in a loving way, right? So that's something that's coming through. Another person can also help you out in becoming like that, if you struggle with it, obviously. But yeah, there's romance, classic romance. Yeah, I've seen people have trouble kind of admitting that they want the traditional romance because it feels a little bit outdated. But that's kind of something that is an inner desire for some people, I've noticed. But yeah, anyway, if you're looking for that, then sure, like knight in shining armor just about to present themselves. Alright, we have the wheels, luck and fortune cycling up in your story of evolution, self-fulfillment, providing for yourself, being independent, in charge of your own autonomy, right? We have the King of Swords, someone, this can be an actual person, but it can also be you, okay? So the King of Swords energy is about truth. It's about communicating via experience, having knowledge and wisdom from experience, from life, okay? Whatever that is, okay? For example, like I said, in relationships, if you attract stinkers, then this is about, well, I know that I've made that mistake, don't do it. Don't do it. You can say that to someone else. And I'll tell you why you should not do it. And this happened and that happened to me. And I don't want anyone to go through so-and-so experiences. Whatever. There comes a point of wisdom and clarity. And while this king was climbing the mountain here to make it to the top, of course there were certain storms and avalanches, there were this disaster and that disaster, but he does not hold a grudge against those disasters because he just learned from it and it made him stronger. So it's not complaining, right? So he's just going to pass on the knowledge that he gained, and through experience, through life, your intuition as well gets heightened. So, the way that you are going to stop toxic behavior, relationships, situations, places, etc. is going to be because through experience you learn that no, this I've seen this before and it's not going to work out nicely. I know that. I've been through it. So that develops an intuition that you don't have to keep running into the same wall to notice that you can't break the wall with your head, right? That kind of thing. Awesome. So plenty of wisdom. So this can be someone else coming in to guide you to express your truth. But also it is about you learning it for yourself. We have death and rebirth. Oh my goodness. So much transformation. I feel like this is the death of a lifestyle. I feel. Death of a certain perspective. Okay? It can be a little bit like, as you keep going a little bit on the other side in the new chapter, when you look back, it's like, whoa, that was me. That is a death of that chapter of life. I feel that in a very positive way here because the surrounding cards are quite nice. Quite nice. Yeah, so you won't be scared of it. You won't be afraid of anything. Just stay positive. It's okay. It's okay. Good things take time. Let them take time as long as they're good, right? And we have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands, if you want to explore some other countries, if you can, then yeah, sure. The Two of Wands is about going out, having certain adventures, finding something more fun to do, a little bit looking into the future, planning where do I want to be, is this how I want to be as a person, is this job this something that I would want to do for the rest of my life, if not, what else would I want to do, right? So it's kind of just thinking a little bit, not exactly planning or strategizing, but more like looking forward and envisioning from, just because a lot is happening that it's inevitable to start thinking, is this right? Do I still need to live the same way as I've been living before? Right? So these are some things, some serious things, some wonderful things. But in either case, everything is just beautiful because, Emperor. Dang. Right. Anyway, so that's what I have for you. Pile 2, thank you so much for joining me. It was non-stop talking. I am going to take a break after this, but do like, share, comment, and subscribe if these messages resonated and helped you out. Don't be shy if you need a personal reading. You can find my contact below. I also have a coupon code, so you can have a discount since you're coming from YouTube. But yes, enough for today. Take care. I will see you in another of my videos. Bye-bye. Hi Pile 3, welcome to your reading. We'll find out what these feather messages tell you, but first let's see what is the central idea behind this reading. We'll find out what the sun is trying to tell you, what is it bringing into your life as well. Okay, so the sun represents the life force, the central sun, our willpower, the energy of the will as well, the esteem, confidence, success, power, growth, dynamism, energy level, so much more, right? The sun is, well, everything. Okay, so the central theme is around your expression of philosophy or the expression of your personal truth. So good communication, decisiveness, speaking without fear, and the speaker of personal truth. Pile 2 also got this. I don't know what the other cards say, but you might have felt drawn to pile 2 as well. If you did, maybe there are some messages over there as well, so check it out. Anyway, so yeah, that's the theme. The oracle card is: when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. So this here is this whole golden yellow sun looking thing is again very like demonstrative of what we are doing, right? But this is kind of guided back to clarity, guided back to the illumination. So many anyway. So yeah, the universe is my primary teacher. We have a legend in we have a myth actually in my religion, where there is this one god we have, a monkey god, and he wanted to go and gain wisdom and gain knowledge from Jupiter, because Jupiter is considered to be like the teacher, the ultimate teacher, right? But Jupiter was like, I don't know who you are, I don't know how you're a creature, I don't know why you want to, gain so much of this. Maybe, find someone else to teach you, because I'm busy with the demigods and I'm busy with the people and all of that. Okay, so he then went to the sun, and the sun is like, dude, I'm busy, I have to circle, I have to provide the light and all of that, I have work to do. But if you can keep up with the lessons, if you can keep up with me and my chariot, then go ahead, I will give you the knowledge that you want. So the sun does not turn anyone away. That was the moral of the story. The sun brings light to everyone. Okay, all accepting, all loving, all illuminating, that type of thing, right? So this whole card is reminding me of that story. So whatever it is that you have been truly seeking, without any superficiality to it, is going to come to your life. The things you are struggling with, you will get the solutions or the clarity that you deserve and need when the time is right and you are ready to receive. And all of this is going to ultimately bring you towards a greater understanding of your life, your being, your philosophy. What do you function by, right? I gave some examples. One is, don't hurt anyone. That's one thing that people live by, right? That's a universal thing that is understood, and yet there are some people who don't live by that, right? Then, for example, karma is a truth, right? Cause and effect of things. I don't mean a very religion specific thing, no, just cause and effect. It doesn't have to be good, it doesn't have to be bad. It's just, for example, I paid money so I get a product, right? There's a give and take, that type of that's the law, right? Similarly, your personal truth, what is your philosophy? It can be go with the flow, trust your intuition. That's something you hardcore live by. It's like a mantra or something, right? Meanwhile, for some people, it's like life is too short, live this moment as if it's your last, right? Not everyone will resonate with it, and it may sound cliche in the beginning, but it's cliche because it does not resonate with you, right? So what does resonate with you? What is the truth? What is guiding you? What is your teacher, right? These are some things that are coming to light. Okay, we have flicker. New rhythms are coming into your life. You are encouraged to trust and adapt. So new lifestyles, certain habits you might adopt, which are again in your best interest. You might, for example, if you're relocating, then it is going to be a new lifestyle. If you have to adjust. You have to learn the house as well. You have to just also kind of new houses, a new phase of life always. So what is the kind of life do you want to live in that house or that city or in that new chapter that's beginning, right? So new rhythms is going to change up your routine a little bit, your just lifestyle. For example, you just vow to yourself that, listen, I'm going to eat much better in this house, or I will try to express myself a little bit more with clarity. And it doesn't mean that speaking without fear doesn't mean that you'll go around hurting everyone. It just means that you're also able to express yourself while taking care of not hurting anyone, intentionally or unintentionally. Okay, sometimes, yeah, okay, we can't anticipate the reactions of other people, but at least from our side, we did not intend to hurt, right? That's the whole thing. I can speak what I need to speak without any, what do you say, like, it's just a balanced state. I don't know what to say. It's the same thing. It's just very much in balance. Like, you're not afraid of what other people's opinions have to say. Like, that opinion does not dictate your understanding, your life, and your expression. If someone doesn't understand, that's okay. That's okay completely. They don't get it, but you do, because it's your life, right? That's the thing I'm trying to get at. Okay. Then we have duck. Find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. These new rhythms as well. Don't try to, if you're trying to change habits without, relocating or changing your, external space in any way, then it is kind of urging you to just do it in small little steps. You don't have to do everything at once, because that can get overwhelming and not everything can be established in a strong way. And what's the point if you can't establish it in a strong sense, right? So of course you have support all around you. You are getting new rhythms as well. That's externally coming through. But whatever comes and acts as a trigger for you to change up your ways or your rhythms, find simple ways to do that. Okay? I don't know what that means. For example, if you want to wake up early, you don't have to go from waking up at 11 o'clock to 5 o'clock in one day, right? You can do it in half an hour or 1 hour installments. Maybe try sleeping a little bit earlier. If you do that, when will you eat? How will you have the rest of the day going on? These are some things, right? So you already have you need to first have a good grip on what is it that you are trying to change in terms of habits or lifestyle, and then make little increments in order to make it a stable change, right? That's one example. Okay, we have the white eagle. The connection to divine guidance is within you. That's nice. So that again is reaffirming that the philosophy or the truth that you feel within you, you understand already, is true. It is very divinely guided. You reached to this point. You have come till this point here because you were guided to. You are being helped all the time. Every big step, every big decision you've made, every trouble you've faced and encountered, everything that you've surpassed as well, has brought you to this wisdom, this state of higher understanding, right? And now I feel that you have enough awareness. And now, there are many levels of awareness. We go through different cycles of understanding. Even if it's the same thing, we understand it in a whole other way, right? Saying be in balance is very easy, but when you understand a bit of balance, it's like, whoa, so this is the magic of balance. So this is how it works. Okay. Right? It's a whole new fascinating. And then when you balance something else, even that is just as exciting, right? It's just something that you need to go through in order to understand the full extent of it. So now that you have reached a certain level of balance in your life, in certain areas of life, it is asking you to find more comfort in that, understand that, express that as well, get comfortable in that state, and then we'll move on to the next stage of understanding personal truth. Okay, but in either case, you will always be guided, and you will always be shown the way, even when you're lost. Sometimes, we get lost on purpose in order to find a way out, in order to learn how to find a way out, right? There's just infinite things to learn, basically, but in all cases, you are supported. That's beautiful. Okay, we have notice, which is need, poverty, hardship, frustration, and responsibilities. And we have answers, which is air, leader, justice, teacher, intelligence, and communication. Yeah. Not really sure about this one here. Seeing, yeah, I'm again getting like seeing things from a different way. You have the guidance already, you have the information already. It's just a matter of time. I feel like you're very close to a breakthrough. Those who have been waiting, there's something coming through, some communication coming through that is going to, it might add a bit of, more responsibility. For example, if you start working, then you have to take care of the family or the home space, and as well, the workplace. But that is a responsibility. That is a bit of trying to get used to how to juggle all of that. But it is all to help you. Okay, I also feel like your needs are going to be met. That's why, like, it can be a comfortable, cozy place. For example, your first house cannot, it rarely ever is a mansion, right? When we just start to earn or, leave the home for the first time. It's a small space, but you can make it comfortable and cozy and balanced and harmonious in many different ways, right? And you have the inspiration for it, you have the intuition for it, you just need to tap into it. You already have it. Express your... So answers is a lot about the swords suit in tarot. That also deals with wisdom, truth, expressing the truth, passing on the wisdom. That's why we have the leader, teacher, all of that as well. Okay, I need more cards. Maybe I can link it better. Okay, Uranus, rebel, reform, unpredictable, and eccentric. I feel like this is the changes. See where Uranus is in your chart. And also, we have the Saturn-Uranus square going on all of 2021. It will again happen in 2022, and it will again happen a few years later. So these things are kind of the push and pull between what is traditional and what we have always been doing and what works versus new things. So reformations. In the world as well, you can see, if you're watching the time that I post, that there's plenty of no, this is the hierarchy, no, we are the boss, no, we're the ones in charge and control. Meanwhile, the people are like, excuse me, I don't think so, not anymore. Okay, it's time to make some changes. It's okay, you be the government or whatever in charge person that you want to be, but you also are in charge for the people, right? So Uranus is more about, I'm going to rebel against the existing standards in order to create reformation for the better, right? So this new rhythm, for example, it can be a bit of a shift, quite a bit of shift, and it doesn't have to be bad, right? It doesn't have to be bad, and I don't think it is going to be bad at all. Okay, it's just, I feel like it's a change that you need, change that you would look forward to, is that type. It can come at an unexpected time. Uranus is also quite, it's just sudden and unpredictable. It's just, whoa, okay, surprise, there you go. Now deal with it and handle it, right? For example, if you just get a job tomorrow and they're like, so start in a week maybe, and it is like on the opposite end of the country or something. You have to arrange everything in a bit of urgency, and that needs a bit of arrangement and juggling of tasks. And it can be a little bit, I could have gotten more time, couldn't I just get more time? It can be a little bit frustrating at that time. It's not, you're not doomed or anything, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, we have Venus, love, beauty, art, harmony, and relationships. So people who have been trying to get a relationship or attract more love into your lives, self-love or otherwise, and harmony as well. This again is like staying in balance, harmonious interactions with other people, with yourself, with your own personal expression. And I feel like you will notice that the moment you start expressing yourself more unshackled way, you will start seeing that the previous relationships also behave more harmoniously. That was a random thing I got, but yeah. Okay, we also have Cancer, water sign cardinal. Yeah, again, intuitive, compassionate, all of that. So that's for sure there. Again, loving relationships. More people who express their caring. You want to care for other people as well. There is a nice give and take. Cancer is also very nice in expressing all of these Venusian type of qualities. It's ruled by moon, but so it's mainly emotions, but still you can channel that emotion towards these type of things, right? So you can get new ways of expressing yourself as well. You might make it a priority, to talk, to write, to move, to dance, to anything. You can. We have unlimited ways of, speaking our voice. There is a very nice nurturing vibe as well. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, we'll see more. We have 8 of Wands, yes. So this is super positive already. And it's fast energy. It is also communication, so you might hear from someone who gives you very good news. You've been waiting for this, and it just comes very as a surprise. You didn't expect it to come this fast, or you weren't expecting to hear from them, even if you were wishing it. That type of thing. In either way, it's positive communication, positive outcomes, and fast movement. It can be unpredictable as well, right? It's represented by fireworks here, so all of a sudden they just burst and you're like, whoa, pretty, but whoa. All right, then we have 4 of Pentacles. We have the Lovers. We have 6 of Swords. Yes, you might literally be moving. We have the Wheel. We have also 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles, that's what, there's a bit of juggling there. You might need to take your resources, say bye-bye to a certain place or situation, and move forward to the next chapter. And 6 of Swords, I call it a guided movement because, yeah, it's universally guided. She doesn't know where she is exactly going, but the crows, the universal messengers, are kind of taking her there, where the wind takes her, that type of thing. She's just taking what she needs for this new journey. Also with 4 of Pentacles, taking what you need into your next chapter. Okay, so this can be certain experiences, certain lessons, and moving forward, using them as a basis to move upward and onward. Okay, so I feel like this unpredictable situation that comes, surprising, let's call it surprising. The surprising positive thing that comes about is initially going to be, it'll catch you a little bit off guard, but you don't need to rush. There's no rush as such. So take your stuff. Yeah, it might need a bit of juggling. For example, you tell at your workplace that, listen, I'm going to be moving, so I'm going to need a few days off, so maybe I can work extra over here or something like that, right? So yeah, it's a little bit mundane. You can juggle it. It's easy, but it does need your attention. That's all. But ultimately, a lot of luck and fortune, a lot of abundance coming through, cycling up in your life, ascending. What else? The wheels are turning, so yeah, it's all good news. I feel wherever you're moving, it is going to just take you onward. And with the Lovers, of course, it is, the romantic stuff, right? Love, if you're trying to attract, that's it. And people in a relationship, you might move closer to your partner. If you've been on a long distance, this is also talking about getting a place together as well. I don't see a very home thing, but it's like moving with your partner, that type of energy. Also, it suggests harmonize the divine masculine and divine feminine within you, right? Appreciate both of them as you move forward. So that's another form of balancing. So you have a healthy attitude towards abundance, but you also have a good attitude towards diligence, determination, action orientedness, and all of that. Also giving and receiving love, like I mentioned with the Cancer sign here, that also is something of balance. 2 of Pentacles is as well trying to achieve balance, right? So plenty of that. And the lovers can also talk about choices, right? This new rhythm that is coming through, it is your choice. What do you want this new rhythm to be for you? How do you want to experience this place? Because that choice is going to determine how the wheel turns. Okay? That's something there. But there is also a lot of faith that you will make the right choice because you're being guided. Okay? So you might have this very sudden urge to just be, why don't I draw? Why don't I paint? Maybe I could sketch a little bit. It's seemingly small in the short term, but it actually shifts you greatly. Okay? Once again, you will know what choice it is that you need to make. It can also suggest like big time changes as well, but if it is the big time thing, you know what the correct choice is because the connection to divine guidance is already within you. Sometimes we do have difficulties accepting that choice that we know we're gonna make, but we kind of hesitate because we still want to cling to some things that we know are safe, and we don't really know what the future brings, right? But trust that whatever you decide, the new life that you choose is going to require you to adapt, of course, but it is also going to bring you plenty of happiness and success, abundance, all of that. Alright, okay, we'll see what the sun is bringing into your life now. We have the Magician. Nice. I love this. You have the Temperance. Again, moderation, balance, patience, blending and harmonizing energies, all of that. We have the High Priestess. Woo. So now the exact details are now going to be revealed to me. That's why we have a string of major arcana already. But know that this is going to be a very... It's a considerable shift. It's a good one. It is going to help you a lot. It's in your highest interest. Okay, best interest. It is also going to... You're also going to recognize it as being, ooh, nice, I was wishing for this, and it came. Awesome, because the Magician is a master manifester. He can create his own reality through his thoughts, through the things that he has around him. Oh wow, okay. 6 of Wands. I was just shooting in the dark when I said success. I was just going off the 8 of Wands, but it's nice to receive more confirmation. You also have 6, 6, and 6. You can check out the angel numbers for that. I've also made a video on angel numbers and what they're trying to tell you. You can check that out if you're interested. I can link it in the description box and perhaps in the ribbon above if I remember. Anyway. So new beginnings for sure with the Magician. Move with balance, move with moderation. Don't overdo anything. And the High Priestess is, connect with your higher self, connect with your guides because they are there to answer your questions. They are going to help you out. Okay, there is recognition, there is success, there is abundance, there is celebration, there is joy. You are the limelight, you are just the star. These are the things. So perhaps this could be the start of someone's life as well. So this romantic partner that comes in, they celebrate you, they idolize you in a very beautiful way. It's not that you're intimidating or something, not like that, but just wow, you're just resplendent. Oh my god, you're splendid, that type of thing. Receiving praise as well, all of that. So it can be work situation or otherwise. In either case, you're happy. In either case, you're feeling good. So that's nice. Yeah, some of your manifestations are coming true. Yep. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Pile 3. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. And I hope these messages resonated. They helped you out. If they did, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And please don't be shy if you need a personal reading. My link is in the description box and the comment. You can check out my shop. I have plenty of types of readings. You can see whatever resonates. I also have linked the coupon code link so you will automatically get a discount. Whatever you choose. Okay, so I will see you again next time. Take care. Bye. Hi Pal 4, welcome to your reading. Let's find out what are some messages from the sun and what is the sun bringing into your life. We'll take a look at these feathers a little bit later. But yeah, the sun is about the life force, vitality, energy, rejuvenation, clarity, the spirit. It is also about knowledge and wisdom, just awakenings as well, epiphanies, these type of things, right? So the main focus of this whole message is going to be about the root chakra and root chakra concerns. So this one is an underactive, fearful, unsure, anxious, disorganized, poor focus, and financial instability. If you identify with any of these, then this can be symptomatic of an underactive root chakra. You might be feeling all of these things, and when you feel it too much, then you also act in certain ways that make you more unstable, even if you don't want to be, and then you try to cling to stability, but then, you know, it's just like this whole recurring cycle of fear. Right, so this reading is going to target that. If you don't feel any of this, that's fine. Perhaps watch a different reading, but yeah, if you feel any of these, maybe connect to nature, connect with earth, recall the mother, the great mother, the earth mother, or even if you had like problems during your childhood with your parents, perhaps some repressed memories that make you feel more fearful and anxious. These type of things need to be looked at in order to balance the root. Also yoga and any form of movement exercises, they really help with the root because it connects you with your body, right? And removes any very dense energies, because the root is dense and it can just keep hold and stay stuck for a really long time. That's why movement kind of frees up the whole space here, right? But yes, okay, we'll see the others. So the first card we have is my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, or conflict into growth, and fear into love. So this is making me feel like harmony through conflict. That's the thing. You're reaching a harmonious state, and these difficult situations have only made you stronger, and you will feel that strength coming soon. Okay, so keep faith in the process, because that is what is going to transmute lower vibrational energies to high vibe energies, right? Okay, so I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. So I feel like miracles are trying to show up in your life, but you might be blocking it out if you stay in a fearful state. Okay, that's why it is asking you to keep faith, be mindful, try to be mindful. Okay, it's not that easy. I still cannot manage the mindfulness, but I do meditate and I try to keep faith and remind myself that I do have very many wonderful things in my life that I can be grateful for, and that kind of lifts me up a little bit, right? So that can help. The attempt is to be mindful. Remind yourself this many times. You can see these oracle cards again and again if you want. They're on YouTube, right? So yeah, that's something to keep in mind, because you do deserve nice things. There are blessings coming your way, but it is kind of warning you that you should not be the one blocking out your own blessings. Okay? Oh wow, okay. This one is a rare card. I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. So this is the teacher of love is the universe, first of all. So seeing from a bigger perspective, a broader outlook, not succumbing to the darkness, but accepting it for what it is. Okay? Difficult times happen, and they are supposed to happen in order for us to move ahead from them, so that we are not held back by anything, whether it is our own mind's constructs, or it is external, or it's the external that's reflecting our internal. Whatever the scenario is, We're not meant to stay in low vibe states. So whenever you experience this, call on your faith and ask, what is the purpose behind this? Why am I going through this? What am I supposed to learn from this? Okay? Okay, we'll see more. I think we'll get more pointers. So you have a lot of feather messages, by the way. Okay, so the first card is let go of convention and follow your own unique path. You might be afraid of starting something of your own. People might be telling you that you cannot do it and that you should do something that's traditional and stick to what you know. The Finch is new opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. Yes, and new blessings and opportunities coming through. Some choices as well opening up that is going to allow you to move away from what's very, very conventional and move towards something that resonates truly with you. This fear that is coming through could be a fear of choosing wrong or making that difficult choice. That's also something, right? Okay, then we have Turkey. Honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. Okay, you might be wanting to do something to help people. You have good interests at heart, but I feel like well, yeah, it is true, right? For example, this tarot channel and all of that, it's not exactly big bucks, and it's not exactly, you make the right connections and you can like splurge, you can get so much money, all of that. And it is also time taking. So this Turkey is like, honor your own time, first of all. Let yourself have that pace. No one is rushing you, because something that is in alignment towards you is only going to happen in the right time. Okay, and it is going to get you to that state of mind at the correct time. So there is no rush. All right, so you don't need to be worried about being late for something or reaching or starting something later than you should have. Okay, there is no regretfulness that is necessary. There's no regret that's required at all, because since you are doing something that is for the highest good, it is also going to be in your highest good. To present it to the public or your community, whatever that is, for you, at the right time, in the right place, doing the right thing, coming from a right mindset, all of that, right? So it is going to be orchestrated such that it is going to maximize the blessings you can accept. But many things, all of these things that I'm saying, they do require you choosing faith. Right? You choosing to not fall for the same old traps of fear, illusion, anxiety, other people's opinions and validation, and I won't be safe though. The root chakra wants to be safe all the time, but right now, for the coming years, at least for the next 2-3 years, it is not going to be about safety. Okay, 2022 is going to be a bit better than 21. It is going to get better, but it will only feel better if we do the work that we're supposed to do right now. Yeah, so whatever that is to you, what is fear to you, what are you anxious about, all of these things, the things that hold you in darkness and shadow and don't make you feel rejuvenated, call onto the light. This light can be the illumination of the sun as well. Okay, praying to the sun or meditating on the sun or waking up with the sun, looking towards the east and saying a little bit of a prayer that, please sun, light my life as you light the earth, or something of that sort. It's up to you. You can come up with something. But that can, at the start of your day itself, shift your mindset towards seeing things from a clearer point of view, from a higher point of view, that helps you go through the lessons that you're supposed to be learning at the moment, and not rush through anything, trusting divine timing, trusting faith, having faith in yourself, having faith in the light, because, see, the sun, we can trust that it will come up every morning, right? We can trust that. So trust on that. If you want stability, trust on the universal truths, trust on all that is already and all that has existed beyond our time. Yeah. It is, I feel, trying to shift your focus from the usual mundane things that people generally fixate upon, because that's not the point. The offer yourself gifts and blessings as service to the greater good is, well, like, that's very noble. That's a very noble thing. Whether you do it through your words, whether you do it through your actions, in either case it is just as valuable, right? Ooh, nice. So trust that path. And I understand that it can be scary. What I'm doing now was a scary choice for me. Okay, I remember having sleepless nights for so many days. I was like, oh goodness, what will I tell at home? They are not going to approve. I'm supposed to do something traditional and I cannot do something different. What will people say? What will people think? What can I do? How can I do it? Am I cut out for this? And so many other fearful thoughts. And I was just unsure. Okay, like, it happens. It's a phase. There's nothing to be ashamed of it. It's nothing to criticize yourself on. It's just something that happens. But that push, that nagging feeling all the time, kind of got me to a point where I was like, oh, you know what? Leave it. Like, I'll just do it. I'll just do it. Fine. Okay, I'll do it. And it was scary, but you can't be on the edge forever. Right? And even now also, I don't know what is going to happen, and but now I am trusting on other things rather than the amount of success I get or the amount of money I get or whatever, right? So if I talk about this with anyone else, they are not going to understand that. They will be like, what, don't you have a plan? Don't you strategize? Don't you, what will it be in the next 5 years or 10 years? All of that. And I'm like, I don't know. And I honestly do not care, because I'm not living 5 years from now. I'm not living 10 years from now. I'm living right now. So I'm going to do what is going to help me and other people along the process. And that's it. I don't care about what you have to say about my planning strategy, whatever. Okay, because this is something that is beyond even me, right? When this happens, offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. It's beyond even me, the individual. It's something more. This is where the ego dies, and you gain a very widened perspective of everything. It's not limited to black and white anymore. You'd see that darkness was just as necessary as the light in order for both to exist. Okay. Ooh, okay, that was it just came. I was asked to talk about it, so I did. Anyway, I hope it helps. Okay, White Swan. The power of divine grace is within you. There is healing happening as well. Through healing, you are going to be called to share your healing journey, all the things you have faced and how you have come out triumphant from them. The divine graces of ultimate compassion, of love, and all things transcendently beautiful, right? All of that is within you. Everything is within you. This is what the White Swan's message is. Okay. We have so junction, endings, transformation, death, and rebirth. The name is wrong. Don't focus on the name, but yeah, the description here. Junction, endings, transformation, death, and rebirth. A way of life is going to end. A type of journey, a chapter is going to end. And while it may be a little bit scary, it is going to grow you so much. This is a junction point, and I understand the trepidation of choosing that, making that. Sometimes it's like we don't want to say it out loud because that'll just make it too real. But it's coming. It's coming, and you don't. I can say that you don't need to be afraid, but that's not exactly. You need to see it for yourself, right? But from what I'm seeing here, you don't need to be afraid. Okay, you will be supported, and you can do it. Okay, you are very competent enough to do and you survive. And oh goodness, people who seem apparently very incompetent, even they are able to manage. And if you have anything to share at all, you will be supported. That's all. I'm not gonna try to convince you. I'm just trying to encourage you to keep faith in the process. Okay. Sowelu, so that's sun, strength, positive energy. I mean, male activity and consciousness. Yes, the sun also brings in consciousness, higher understanding, awareness of the spirit and the soul and of divine plan. You are getting healing, rejuvenation, you're getting more light and hope, clarity, strength. You're receiving that energy that you need to get through all of this. Your faith is as well being replenished by the sun, and it is encouraging you to lean in. Okay, lean in towards that light. When you sense a little bit of hope coming, when you sense that light showing, kind of peeking through those, through the tunnel or through the branches, whatever, however you visualize that, when you see the light creeping in, lean towards it. Okay, don't deny yourself the gifts that you deserve. Yeah, we have notice, which is need, poverty, hardship, frustration, and responsibility. So yeah, this phase of life is coming to an end. The burdens and pressure, that's something I'm getting as well. I feel some people might have put on extra pressure on you to perform or to be, to choose the right thing and do right by a million other people, accept yourself, sacrifice yourself, that type of thing, as well in some cases, and that kind of adds unnecessary pressure to an already high pressure situation. But that phase is coming to an end. You need to only take the responsibilities that you can handle. You don't need to live other people's dreams. You don't need to be in charge of other people's desires, and other people are very much capable of living their own lives, and you are here for you, right? And of course for the greater good, collective and all of that, but that does not mean that you need to sacrifice your well-being, because that again disbalances you. And you cannot care for other people unless you care for yourself first. Right, so there's a lot of revitalizing and healing happening. Okay. We have Mercury, communication, mind, intellect, reason, and language. We also have the 6th house. 6th house is of service, the house of work and service. It's also for daily routines. What else? Daily habits, routines, health. Yes, maintaining good health. Yeah. And we have South Node, past life, comfort, resource, instinct, and familiar. So the moment I saw this now, I hear that there were some gifts in your past life that you did not work on, you were not able to work on, but you wanted to. So that's something that is coming in this life as well to be expressed. Okay, this could be an inborn talent that you have just waiting to be expressed. Okay, so it is very instinctual to you to do it, to follow it, and you have that feeling already. Some past life karma could also be wanting to be healed at this time, but you're getting, again, clarity, you're getting the resources you need, mental strength, I feel mainly mental and spiritual strength, to get through the situations. Now keep in mind that any planets, any guides, anyone is not going to do the work for you. You will, but they will support you, they will guide you, they will give you the strength, they will give you the blessings and the love, all the harmony and blessings that they can possibly muster in order to make you feel more secure in taking certain steps. Okay, ask for confirmation, ask for certain signs, ask if this reading is truly for you, should you really make that choice. Okay, and they will answer. It can be through a dream, it can be through just intuition. Suddenly you hear something someone says, and it just clicks, something, okay, but it's going to come and you will know. Okay, we have, there you go, first card is 8 of Cups, moving away from the old chapter, leaving what is not serving you anymore, releasing, moving towards new horizons, brighter future, a future of moderation, balance, harmony, Also, yeah, keep patience with all of this process that's happening. But it's very transmuting. Yes, it's very, you take the light of the sun to shed light on the shadows. You know that there are shadows because of the light of the sun, and if not for light there is no dark, if not for dark there's no light. That type of message there with the temperance. But either way, there is time for balance and harmony coming through. 10 of Wands, yes, walking away from the overburdening, letting down certain loads that are not meant to be yours. So you could have this sudden, feeling of, why am I even doing this? Why am I taking care of people or situations that are not even mine? Something that does not add anything but rather depletes me, makes me upset, pulls me down, makes me feel dense and dark even when there is so much light. Why am I doing this? Oh wow, there you go. Knight of Wands, yeah, step into your passion, find your passion, do something adventurous, do something unexpected. What have you wanted to do since forever? What have you wanted to do? This is spontaneous, this is creative, this is inspired and passionate. Just go ahead, do it. Just do it. It's like that. How long are you going to keep this weight on your shoulders when you don't need to? This is the exact opposite of this 10 of Wands. It's like, oh, I'm heavy, I have so many responsibilities. No, I need to do this. No, I need to carry this much heaviness. The future of my whole family rests on my shoulders. The future of the whole world rests on my shoulders. But it's not actually the case. People make you feel that way so much, or situations pull you that way so much that you perceive it that way, but it's not actually supposed to be that heavy. I feel it's mainly people. I don't know why, but yeah. Do what you've wanted to do. Find that creative spark again. Look for it. It's waiting for you. Yeah, new opportunities and choices. Okay. Then we also have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, chase your dreams. Go after it. You've been very methodical. You've been very mature and responsible. All of that, and now it's time for you to have some fun, right? Go for that thing that you've been wanting to chase. This is determined, brave, beautiful. This new choice, this unconventional thing that you're planning to do, it might be your passion project as well. You might have recently come into an awareness of this passion, and it kind of scares you how much you like it, and that you would need to put all of this down, and that's a task as well, right? I remember this one phase when I had this 10 of Wands going on. Yeah, immense, and I was telling this to, I think, pile 2. Sometimes you don't even know that you're tensed until someone says, hey, you unclench your jaw, you're clenching your jaw, why are you doing that? You're like, what? Was I clenching it? I didn't know. Same goes with like the eyebrows. You just have a very tense forehead, and someone just comes along and is like, whoa, why so serious? You're like, serious? Me? No. What? Why? And I say, well, your eyebrows. And you're like, oh, I didn't even realize, So you get so accustomed to tension or stress or fear or pressure that you eventually kind of remain in that. You forget that this is pressure. You feel it all the time, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I was going through that phase, and I was taking a walk. I was going to my workplace, and I suddenly got this message of, how would it feel if you didn't have so much weight on your shoulders? How would it feel if you didn't care about everyone else's dreams and desires? How about you cared about what you want for a change? And I'm not joking. I immediately felt very relieved, and I really wanted to cry because it was so overwhelming you know, like that release was something I very much needed just to hear, even if it was not tangibly there in my physical reality. It's something I needed to feel at that time. That's the type of feeling I'm getting with the whole transition there. Plus with here and there. Oh, nostalgia. Okay. Alright, some blessings coming your way now. This has gone on a bit too long for you, but it's okay. You need that, you know, the lengthy reading. Okay, we have Page of Cups. Of course, we have the Death and Rebirth. So often, you know, whenever I get this Awas card, I also get Death and Rebirth. Two of Swords, yep. The Lovers. The Lovers signify choice. Things that would change your life for the better. It can be a small shift, it can be a big shift, but in either case, it has a lasting impact. Page of Cups is about dreaming your dream life into tangible existence, manifesting your dream life, bringing that partner as well. If you're looking for a partner, Knight of Wands can also signify passion in that sense, although it does not signify long-lasting relationships, but I mean, one step at a time, right? But nevertheless, even if it doesn't, you know, it doesn't have to immediately get committed relationship, right? So this Lover is going to indicate that someone of your soul family, someone who is going to understand you, is coming into your life, and how it proceeds is kind of dependent on both of you guys. Perhaps you become friends first and then you get together later, or whatever. Right, so that's one explanation. The other thing, that's for people who are trying to manifest, who are upset about that, if that fear is about all that, and that's for you. But otherwise, yeah, it speaks of choices. Again, relying on your intuition, focusing on the clarity that the universe provides you in times of difficult choices. Here with the Two of Swords, it's like stuck between a rock and a hard place, or needing to make a difficult choice. That's the type of feeling, but I feel this is more internal, these two cards here. And the Sun is going to bring you clarity, illumination, which is going to help you focus more on your intuition. And also it will give you certain signs that will nudge you in the direction that the universe is trying to take you. Or it will give you a vision of, if you choose this, this is what will happen. Okay? Okay. But in either case, it is something idealistic. You want this. It's very dreamer, wonderful, daydreaming type of vibe. I feel like you're going to really end it's a difficult period that you're leaving behind, and you're welcoming a lot of youthful, energetic, playful, passionate energy. Okay? So all in all, I mean, that's wonderful, right? I'm excited for you. Awesome. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Pile 4. Thank you so much for watching. These messages resonated with you and they helped you out. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It means a lot to me. And also, if you want a personal reading, you can reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. I've included the link with a coupon code, so the moment you want to buy something, there will be a discount for you guys, since you're coming from YouTube. But yeah, okay, that's all I have from me. Have a nice day, take care. I will see you again in some of my other videos. Bye.